Hey guys, my name is Green Zero and welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. I have two games here for you today. That's right, it is a double header against these teams here. This is a 2v2. We are on Hurricane Lands, and if we drop down to the south side on Hurricane Lands, we're going to find Masterleaf playing as Zocom, and his ally Omni, aka Stephen Donald Nashington, will be playing as a Nod faction. Has he got stealth harvesters? Yes, he does. He's either Mock or Nod. This is a random mirror. And up on the top right, we have playing as the purple GDI. It's Rex. That's right. Rex is playing as he is GDI vanilla, and that means we have Drive Russian, the filthiest of all Russians. Nice ref placement, Drive. Good job there. So he's going to be a Nod faction as well. So Masterleaf not quite getting that scout, but he will finish that off there, so he doesn't want them to see what he's doing. Masterleaf these days is very much an unorthodox build, to the point where he does it so much that you kind of expect it, which I'm a big fan of unorthodox builds and tripping people up and getting wins and things like, because it's a great way to get wins, but when you do things like that every single game, you become predictable. People expect it, and that's why he complains about his ring rush. Super powerful, got a lot of wins, and all of a sudden it stopped working because people are like, well, he's just going to do it every single game, and so it's blind counters. So that's the problem I have with Masterleaf's philosophy there. It's like, you can have these strategies and pull them out once every now and then, but don't just do them over and over and over and over and over and over again, because people will get better at countering it. If you just did a rig rush 1 in 10 games, no one would ever be able to counter it because they'd never get enough practice against it. But anyway, I'm not really focusing on this game here. Nashington will spot the bikes from Drive Russian. Rex is making the move with the Hubble there, so he's moving across. Leaf also moving across it. So you've got to be careful going across this river, and he's actually going to redeploy. You cannot deploy on the river, obviously, because of the terrain and the water. And look at that, the bikes would have been there right when they needed to be. Masterleaf has a pitbull out. He's got rocket harvesters. He's going to pull that back, and into the rocket harvesters they go. Gets a single bike there. Didn't lose the pitbull. Masterleaf, I tell you what, Masterleaf's special ability is, oh, look at this. We actually have bikes here from Stephen Donald Nashington, and Drive has to pull his bikes back now, bring them back to home. He's trying to micro his harvester. He's doing a pretty good job. Rex has a pitbull here now. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it's going to be enough to save this. Nash, oh no, he gets behind the war factory, and another repair tool goes down, and he just saves that. Oh man, Nash not with the luck roll there. But going back to what I was saying about Masterleaf, the rig rush is coming in. Masterleaf, his special ability is to always win the luck roll. He just always wins the luck roll. He never loses the luck roll, and he gets it every single time. And we see a rig rush coming in. I'm not sure where this rig rush is going to go, because it's great to fight over the Tiberian, but he needs to deploy the rig somewhere as well. Pitbull's coming in. They are going to find a Predator tank. That's not what they want to find. They're going to run into that armor. They could probably overrun him, but they're going to take a fair bit of damage there. Where is the rig? The rig is over here. Where is the rig? No, the rig's over here. So Masterleaf's still doing this MCV push. Nashington has set up a bit of economy. Rex is going a bit of an economy. Drive Russian tries to block this out. He will force the deploy. Now the rig is there. The rig is there. Is he going to deploy the rig? He is going to deploy the rig. Now the rig is very, very resistant to rocket weaponry. This is something that you need to be aware of. And Nash is going to put down this laser turret, and you can see there the bikes hitting the rig didn't do much damage. It just doesn't do a lot of damage. He's going to pack up the rig, he's going to move it again, and this is why I had that quad Predator tank defense. You want 4 Preds to 4-shot the rig. Just remember 4 and 4, because if you go rockets and things like that, again, rockets will not do enough damage to the rig to destroy it, because it is quite resistant to rocket damage. He's going to redeploy this rig here. He's got a Zorka. I'm not sure what this Zorka is for. Battle marker over here. No, it's just infantry, so we'll keep an eye on what's happening over here. What's happening over here? Nash has random units. MCV being moved. Drive is in all sorts of trouble here. He's going to redeploy the rig there. It takes a little bit of damage from these Predators. This is the thing about Predator tanks. He's actually getting the MCV repaired from the rig. So there you go. Took a lot of hull damage. That was a lot of hull damage. Masterleaf's going to put down a barracks right now and get a repair onto that straight away. He is going to do that immediately. That's way too much damage. He could pack up the MCV and get free repairs from the rig, but I think he wants his build. He wants to get his buildings down. And the rig not firing at the MCV, if he turned it on its horizontal, he could get 2 Guardian cannons worth of gunfire on there. Is he going to try to get out an engineer here? He's going to try to wear down the laser fences, which have been nerfed in R19. I mean, they always needed to be toned down a bit. They will actually come off once the building's at 50%, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It is something similar. The rig not in the best position. Only one of its guns can fire. Oh, those Zorkas. Terrible amounts of damage on those Predator tanks there. Rex loses all his Predator tanks. There is an obelisk down now. This obelisk is not behind any structures. Drive might want to put a... oh, look at that obelisk from Nashington. Drive might, I was going to say, put a power plant in front of it, but I don't think it's going to matter now. There's an enemy obelisk here. And the rig is just repairing everything. There is an avatar. He's going to shoot at that battle base, and you can see that avatar doing a lot of damage. No repair tool coming down at battle marker over here. Looks like the Orcas are trying to get away. Actually, those are Orcas from Rex, actually. So the rig will fall, so the rig is down. Drive repaired up his MCV. He might be okay. He scans with his Orcas. He gets harvesters here. Nash is losing harvesters. Stealth tanks were driving around. And look, he tried to force fire the ground to get the stealth tank. These stealth tanks now will take out most... Oh, there you go. He's going to get all the Orcas. Oh, nice work there. Didn't get the chem plant. Beacon comes down on the chem plant. Zorka's coming in. Oh my god, they're doing so much damage. They don't have ceramic armor, so they are vulnerable to bikes, but these Predator tanks popping off these bikes. These bikes don't want to be anywhere near those Predator tanks. Does he get the chem plant? No, it was repaired. He got the repair tool down on it enough to survive the Orca strike. And now Masterleaf's MCV is over here. Hasn't touched this field. No expansion there. Nash has double ref up. Rex has double ref up. Drive has no ref. You got to remember, Drive and Masterleaf right now are singular basing it. He's going to come in. He's got a Zorka strike coming in. He's got Predator tanks. Here comes a friendly obelisk. He's got a Guardian cannon because he's desperate. And he will drop that now. And he's going to move forward to try to take out that Spectre artillery. Get some shots on there. Can he take it out? No, it will re-stealth in time. It will re-stealth and it will back out and get some free repairs. Going to try to shoot at the Avatar. Avatar's going to run. Avatar doesn't have enough health, actually, to withstand this many Predator tanks now. I mean, around the Warfatch, it would have been fantastic for repairs, but, I mean, it didn't have enough damage. And Orca's come in now, and, oh, they put a lot of damage on that MCV. He can just snipe that down. Meanwhile, MCV from Masterleaf took some critical damage. I'm not sure what did that. I think it might have been an Orca strike. It's very low. Engineer is there. Snipes the engineer. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh, he got another engineer in. Nash got an engineer in. Did Nash repair that with his own engineer? I didn't realize that Nash could repair his friendly structures with engineers. I think Nash had an engineer in there because Masterleaf's got sniped, and I don't think there was a second one. I mean, you can watch that on the replay. Obviously, I was so focused on that. And look at that. Drive loses the MCV. The MCV is down from Drive. It's now up to Rex to really get things going. He's been clicked. Oh man, he's down a ref. He's been clicked. He's not looking too good. Masterleaf is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Long range mining now. He's mining across the river because it's really the only thing he can do. He does have these Predator tanks here, and he's got Zorkas. He's got ceramic armor, and can he get that sonic emitter? Oh, that sonic emitter gets half a shot off. Only hits one tank, and it goes down. Rex is in all sorts of trouble. He should take out that power plant because it is an upgraded one. He's going to try to take out the MCV. Sorry, there you go. It's so easy to drop power plants like that, and it can put the enemy on low power mode, especially when they're building other buildings. It really disrupts everything. Masterleaf just moving around. Drops a war factory as well. Battle markers over here. It's a third ref. It's just infantry standing on the Tiberium. That Spectre artillery doing some damage. It's just one Spectre, so this one Spectre is just slowly chipping away, and we got a dual beam avatar. That's a problem. Oh, that dual beam avatar is actually doing a lot of damage. That is doing a lot of damage. Has to fence that out. Meanwhile, Marv is on its way. Units being destroyed here. Looks like Masterleaf's losing his tanks to these rocket squads. Rex trying to micro around those rocket squads. He should be okay. The MCV getting very low. That one Spectre artillery again, just from the back end there. Oh, he kills Nash's engineer. So there you go. Just about to repair Masterleaf to full health. He will repair him to full health again. He's right there. He will repair him. There we go. So we know that Nash can repair friendly structures here. A lot of teamwork going on. Airfield gets sold off. Units being destroyed. Masterleaf losing the last of his. He's got 2 tanks, but he's not going to stop that Mar from coming out. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do enough damage. Not unless the Zorkas rock up. Where are the Zorkas? Masterleaf retreating. He is retreating. His Zorkas are on the deck. They're reloading. Marv is out. So Rex gets the Marv out. These Predator tanks are now dead. They can't really do anything about that. They are dead. Stealth tanks coming in though. So Nash with the stealth tanks taking out harvesters. Has he taken out some of his damage harvesters? Probably from the clicks. Rex not looking too good. He doesn't have much aside from a Marv. Drive Russia, meanwhile, does have a refinery gun. He's got a dual beam avatar. He's got a rank on it. He's got a stealth tank and a beam cannon. He's going to dual beam up that avatar as well. It's just cheaper to dual beam avatars because it's cheaper than building a second avatar, and you get double the firepower, or the firepower of 2 avatars. You just don't get the health of 2 avatars, of course. And now they're going to find it very difficult to stop that. Masterleaf will bypass that, and he'll go for these harvesters. Look at that. And look at that. Rex trying to move around this. He's just being tricky, and Masterleaf could just sit there and wait for it. Vertigo bombers from someone. Stealth tank from Drive. He's got 2 of them. He needs to watch out. Masterleaf needs to watch out. He's getting more harvesters. Oh, he's going to fly to those stealth tanks, and one of those orcas should go down. And Masterleaf almost with the luck roll again. He could have lost 2. Avatar there. Obelisk there. A lot of damage coming down, actually, and he's trying to go for the upgrades on the infantry. I think he's got EMP grenades already done, but he doesn't actually have any grenaders. Oh, no, my God. What happened then? Oh, Nash's mock this whole time. I hadn't realized that Nash's mock, and that's going to be the end of the Marv. The Marv will fall. Heroic Rifleman Squad gets the kill shot there. You'd expect that straight to Heroic for them. A couple of all drives tech is clustered in Rex's base. Meanwhile, stealth tanks here on the deck. Masterleaf's in trouble here. His Zorkas had to leave the area, and now his harvesters are under attack. He's going to have to rely on Nash to do something about that because he really doesn't have any units. He's going to lose another harvester, and I think Masterleaf, yeah, he's actually pulling his harvesters as well. I'm not sure if he can actually get up a refinery, if he's got the money for a refinery. He's going to snipe that Zorka on the deck. A singular bike is not enough from Nash. Nash has got his own stealth tanks here. He's got bikes coming in now. He should be able to take these guys out. But again, those bikes getting destroyed. That stealth tank should just kill those units there. And he will finally take that out. That's gone. Rex puts down another war factory. He's lost another ref. He's moving his MCV again. Got Firehawks up because there are Vertigo bombers around. Got a little stronghold here, but Masterleaf, no structure on the queue there. He's got refs over here, and he's got 2 harvesters left, so he's still in it. Drive, on the other hand, does have another ref down. This is a problem because now Drive is actually getting back in the game. Oh my God, the MCV is dead. The MCV, it was either the Vertigo bombers or it was the stealth tanks. More likely the stealth tank. Actually, they're Drive stealth tanks, so whatever it was, they are down. Couple of units coming in here. Zone Trooper Squad has the scanner pack upgrade, but unfortunately there's a Rifleman Squad there. Rex has some Rifleman Squads. Should be okay. He still managed to pump out 3. Oh, he got a foxhole down. That's annoying. That's going to kill all the Rifleman Squads. Firehawk chasing those Zorkas, shooting them down. Those Zorkas are going to have a hard time with Firehawks out on the map now. I mean, there's only one. Rex is really pushing his luck on these. His economy is very thin right now. It's up to Nash. Nash has a pretty decent economy, and he's got Tib Core done now. He's refining this field. Masterleaf does have a refinery down now. He's got it on his expansion, so Masterleaf at deep into the game now actually has an expansion. There's actually a Redeemer here. I didn't even hear that come out from Nash. Vertigo bombers coming in now, and they're just taking out these units here. Takes out another harvester. There's no Firehawks. So the Firehawks are here now, but it's a little bit late. He will stealth up, and he's just going to lose the Firehawks now to the Tibcore bikes. That's the end. Tibcore is so powerful against that. Nash is making a move. Rex sells out of the game. An absolute slap in the face to Drive Russian there. An absolute slap. You don't usually see it from players who are considered this high up to do something like that, because it absolutely is a slap in the face to your ally, giving them as little chance as possible to come back. Because Drive, as we know, he's got an expansion. He's actually going to keep fighting, and now he's denied everything that Rex had at his disposal there, and that's really going to hurt Drive. I mean, Masterleaf pretty much doesn't have anything but a few Zorkas. Drive was well in this game as a 2v1. He's now going to lose his tier 3. He's going to keep fighting. He believes he can do it. Venom is there, and Bike's there to reveal the stealth. That tower will be destroyed. It's hard to hide your stealth from Mock, especially when not have Venoms. Look at this. Drive has an army here. He's got an army. 3 avatars and a Redeemer. He's going to make a move here. Here come the Zorkas, though. And they will do a lot of damage. There's 2 avatars that are so low. No Zorkas are destroyed. Oh my God, he actually hasn't lost an avatar yet, and some of these are dual beamers. He's actually going to have to turn around. Vertigo bombers are here. I mean, they could take they got easy pickings here right now. They have easy pickings, but Nash is just going to hold up here. This base head is a bit of a stronghold. Stealth tower placed behind the construction yard there. He actually has the disruptor pods, and he's put the disruptor pod onto the stealth tower. Does that actually stealth tower? That would be just ridiculous if it does. I can't see because Drive can't see, but that would be ridiculous if it can. Something was destroyed back there. Looks like Nash tried to do a run through with his bikes, and there gets both the avatars. Masterleaf's luck roll somewhat works out. Oh, look at that. So Tibcore appears to have a range limit. That was not in the patch notes. Or maybe because they went into the stealth field. I don't know. I think it does stealth aircraft. So that might have been the case there. But Drive now, and look, he lost both the husks as well, so he's sort of cornered. Nash now is setting up an economy on this field. He still hasn't cleaned this field up. He's got access to this field. Actually, quite a lot of Tiberium on this map here. He does have this bike buggy hit squad going around the back of the base. Oh my god, it's in vain, and that's the end of that whole force. That whole force just annihilated, and as soon as that happens, Drive just surrenders. So, look, that was a really good game, except for the unfortunate tapping out of Rex, selling out of the game, absolutely denying Drive the opportunity there to 2v1 that, which he definitely was in a position where he probably could have made that happen. I mean, it would have been a lot better than what he had there. He wasn't dead by any means, but nonetheless, Masterleaf and Nash will win this game here. So this is a back-to-back video, so we're going to have another game from these players. Same team, so we'll see if Team Drive can turn it around, or if Leaf Nash will make it a 2-0 here. This is not like a series or anything. This is just some replays that I found. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Another bonus game coming up right now. Hey guys, welcome to another game here. Bonus game. That's right. We have another series between, or not series, just an individual game. Just casting fun of these teams here. We are on the Wasteland Dam. One of those levels which when it first came out didn't feel like it was going to last long, but it actually turned out to be a ripper. An absolute ripper of a map. Predator type map, or is a pred map. And yeah, it just works. But anyway, in the south side we have, playing as Zocom again, it's Masterleaf. And Stephen Donald Nashington is sticking with Mock. They will own the southwest quadrant of this map. And that means in the top northeast side we are playing as a non-faction. It's Drive Russian. He's probably not vanilla, or he could be Mock. And Rex, no GDI in this game. So Rex is Scrin, and I believe he is of the vanilla variety. Unless units show us otherwise later on. He does take his spike here. What's happening in the scouting game? Couple of buzz over here. Leaf, did he go for the bottom spike? I believe he has, but his engineer has been left quite behind by these units here. So that's quite far away. And look at this. If Rex comes up the backside here, he could actually snipe that down. If Masterleaf separates his rifles too far, he has got his rifles separated quite far. Unfortunately, Drive Rex is not going to go down there. They will scout the base off. I don't think they can. I mean, technically you could rig rush on this map. You could rig push the expansion. That would definitely work, because this is a map where if you're in the Masterleaf starting position or Drive starting position, it's very difficult to get down said ramp when there's aggression hitting you, especially like bikes and things like that. You've got to be very careful. The amount of times we've seen people lose their MCB because they drive down here, get halfway down, and then they get attacked by bikes. And you see there are bikes here from Drive Russian. But again, Zocom does have rocket harvesters, puts that tower down, not in the best position, is going to try to snipe that, does not quite get it. He doesn't have enough missiles to one-shot that pitbull, and he gets repairs up. Takes only just one. Actually, took some damage in return. If the tower and the pitbull had focused the same bike, he would have got one there, but it's a hard ask there when things are moving so quickly and you've got so much to do. A couple of pitbulls, they are going to pursue these bikes now. They're going to push them away. They're going to get lost. Nash does have some bikes here, though. He's got 2 bikes. I think maybe he was expecting something more. He does EMP that Buzzer Swarm, or Buzzer Hive, but just going to sell it, kill the Mock Squad anyway. Rex already expansion. Nash already expansion. Driver the expansion. Masterleaf not quite there yet. He does have a second. Power plants are up. He's got 5 and 2. Maybe a little bit slow. I mean, GDI... Actually, sorry, I said there was no GDI in this game. Masterleaf is obviously a GDI faction, being Zocom. But again, GDI have the power plants which take the longest to build, which is why they generally are a tiny bit behind. A $700 power plant where Nord only fork out 500 and Screen only fork out 600. So not only are they cheaper, they get them out faster, gets their build going a bit quicker. Bikes coming through now. Bike buggy. Where are Masterleaf's pitbulls? They are back here. He's going to be fine. Does he have rocket PCs? He does have rocket PCs. It's going to be really difficult for the bike buggy to do much, if anything, with rocket PCs around. It's going to continue to put down towers to sort of shoot at these bikes sporadically. He is going to try to take out that spike, and Masterleaf not quite moving into position to punish that. He's going to let that go down. He could have engaged a bit sooner and perhaps saved his spike. Or, I mean, look at that. Drive didn't really lose anything either. He's taken out that spike. That is long game economy that's being denied now. These incinerator squads will be destroyed. We can see a Seeker push coming as well. Battle markers over here. Infantry just sort of trading blows. Second War Factory before second ref. Actually, no ref on the queue unless it's on hold. Where'd those Seekers go? The Seekers fall back. He doesn't want a piece of that. Nash has some sporadic units here. He's got a barracks back here as well. Tech Center comes down from Rex. One ref Expo into Tech Center. And yeah, again, Drive not queuing. Is he really not going to queue a ref? Oh my god, he's really not queuing a ref. Okay, he's going to keep doing this. Oh, Masterleaf is... Oh, he's got to be careful. He can't deploy there. He's got a zone shatterer. Oh my god, he's so close to losing the MCV, but he just doesn't get it. That zone shatterer went through all those units. He can pack up the MCV. He can actually get the rig to repair it for free, and it will actually repair it very quickly. You can see how quickly it's starting to regain health now. This will slow Masterleaf down. This is why he didn't build a ref, because I think he thought... He knows that Masterleaf's tricky. He's going to try to move his MCV again. Zone Shatter is there. Oh, this time he loses it. He cannot deploy there on the rough ground. So that's unfortunate. So that's the end of that push. Is Masterleaf going to continue on? He's actually being attacked by Seeker tanks. His harvesters are intact. That's fine. We have attenuated force fields, which are going to make these Seekers a lot tougher to kill, especially from things like Bite Buggy. But I mean, there's only 4 Seekers here now, and they're being completely surrounded. Meanwhile, Masterleaf is making a move here. FaZe comes down on the Gunwalker, but I don't think it's going to do much. We have 3 Zone Shatterers there. Oh my god, they just fire off that massive shot there. And a lot of the Scorpion tanks being destroyed. Unfortunately, that Zone Shatterer, trying to target the Bite Buggy, might have been a bit of a mistake here. But all the Scorpion tanks on the left have been destroyed. Masterleaf just continuing to push this attack. There is a ref down now from Drive, but here comes a tripod. Here comes the Bite Buggy. It's going to keep shooting that phased unit, but yeah, I'm not sure what Masterleaf's going to do here. I mean, is he going to stay all in? Is he going to go for an MCV? It's hard to say. Nash, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Nash to sort of keep Masterleaf covered. Masterleaf does have quite a ground force, so if he can get something done with that, Nash is going to bring his forces down here as well, so you never know. It looks like an MCV. Yeah, this is an MCV on the build here. You can see it's taking quite a while. A wormhole comes in. Oh, he takes the tech center. He takes the tech center from Nash, so obviously scouting that out and then wormholing out. That's very unfortunate. There are 2 tripods here, though. These APCs, and there's 3 tripods. You can't do much about that. We got laser turrets coming down. Masterleaf has been defeated, so it's just going to be Nash. And this is how you surrender in a game. You give Nash all your stuff, all your money, everything, yada, yada, yada. MCV did come out from Masterleaf. Second MCV from Nash. So Nash... He seems to think he's going to be okay. He's got that forward spike as well. So he's got 2 spikes. No, he's got 3 spikes, sorry, to his name. So he could have had 4 if Masterleaf hadn't been able to protect that. These units are going to be overrun. Rig will do damage. Unfortunately, that other turret not quite firing there. Just doing whatever he can. He will fall. You can sell the rig. You can get money for selling it. But Nash is going to continue on. He is going to fight. He's got some units here. Look at that. It's a lot of harvesters, some dev tanks for protection. He's got tripods. Doesn't have force fields and isn't researching it. Does he not realize he's Scrin Vanilla? He might think he's Traveler, because I've seen Rex play quite a bit of Traveler here. But again, Nash is going to fight solo. He's going to continue fighting by himself. He's got Tib Troopers here. They will be able to kill those Buzzer Swarms pretty quickly. But again, putting the Buzzers behind the hives, this is just really annoying. It's just, you lose through attrition, essentially. Meanwhile, MCV is down here. Nash is going to try to take this area. Bite Buggy is going to go around the back door. Radar jamming missile will fire off. There is 1 Predator tank there. 2 Predator tanks. He might have to retreat back to the war factory here. Unfortunately, not going to happen. They're just going to be destroyed. A click goes off. Drive got clicked. The tripods are no longer here, so he's actually gone in. Here come the tripods. They're coming back now. And I think he might have to retreat out of here. Otherwise, these forces are just going to be destroyed. He's going to try and get out, but I mean, pretty much everything is going to be destroyed. He may get 1 APC away. No, he's not even going to get that 1 APC. Everything is destroyed. Oh, some Bite Buggy going around the back, destroying harvesters from Drive. Oh my god, these harvesters are all full of Tiberium. Again, because Drive was short a refinery on the bottom field. No, he's short too because he's been clicked. He's lost both his refineries, so Drive is in all sorts of trouble. His bike buggy looks like it may have been cleaned up. Yeah, we've got an obelisk here. We've got tanks everywhere. Drive all of a sudden doesn't have a lot to his name. These tripods have made it across the map. So obelisk coming down, predator tanks coming down, avatars responding. He's got more avatars. I believe he's got 2 MCV still, does he? Yes, he does. He has 2 MCV, so he can double. Unfortunately, the obelisk was not put behind any structures. So that was a bit of a pain. He's got some units here as well. He definitely wouldn't mind a shockwave right now. There's no phase from Rex because he's used the phase just a little bit earlier, trying to destroy the signal transmitter. They may actually eventually get it. Rex decides he's not going to push that. He's got 5 tripods, but I mean, a double obelisk drop is almost on its way. Almost complete, should I say. Bikes coming in. Obelisk being forced to be dropped at the expansion. Not very effective against Bike Buggy because you have to individually fire at every single unit. So Tib Chem Plant is sold off now. So Nash just trying to hold his own here. He's going to lose another harvester though. He's going to make his way over here. There is another random obelisk place. There's not a very good positioning, is it? Can't really cover anything. And he's got supercharged particles now, so he's going to use them to destroy these last bikes. Beam cannons coming out. Not sure what for. Maybe he's going to beam up some of the avatars. Maybe he's going to... What was that? Something was destroyed. Maybe a flame tank. I'm not 100% sure. This base has been destroyed. He's falling back now. He's got 4 avatars here, and he's got 5 predator tanks. With the EMP at his disposal, he's got a lot of awakened squads or dead awakened squads here. He should be fine. Redeemer comes out. MCV on the move. He's going to try to push Rex. Drive is recovering. This is a problem because look at the bottom of the map. Drive has all that Tiberium that's basically going to be under his control. Double obelisk comes down. He's going to get flanked as well. He's going to come in. He should be able to EMP some of the obelisk. Not actually EMP in the obelisk. That's a bit unfortunate. Gets to refiner, which means the build radius has gone there. Teleports some of the tripods away. Some of those tripods just vanished as they were teleported. But again, there's going to be too much here. He does have his shields done now. Redeemer is going to come back. No garrisons in the Redeemer. Beam cannons coming up here, actually. And the beam cannons could actually destroy this base because there's not really a lot here. These dev tanks could be responding to that. Unfortunately not. Battle markers over here trying to get the blue Tiberium field. That harvester will probably be destroyed. No, not quite. Stealth Redeemer could rage gen those guys. Prime for a rage there. Devastator warship comes in. Rage comes down. They will rage each other. That'll cause a lot of sporadic damage. Maybe even get himself a tripod kill. These beam cannons are not being dealt with. And again, I think, are they stealth beam cannons? They may very well be stealth. He's just going to start tech down. He's going to start out. Rex has no response to this right now. Stasis is this army, but he doesn't have the tripods left to really do anything about that. I mean, that Devastator warship going to be destroyed. There's a stealth tank. There's turrets there. These beam cannons now trying to focus down the dev tanks, but there's not enough of them. They don't really do very much against vehicles. They will get one finally. They might be able to get the second one. There is an army here. Single avatar just sort of cuddling up there. Some of these base defenses have been left. They've been left here. He's got fully upgraded Scorp, so that could be a problem. He's going to have to turn around and go back and defend that. Avatar's responding now. Harvest is being destroyed. He's got quite a bit. Look at that. He's just going to target down the refinery because that means there's no build radius down here anymore. So he's just cut off the build radius, making things harder for Nash. He somehow still has his beam cannons. Like, he's going to get the tier 2. He could get the tier 2 and then Rex will be down to tier 1. Rex's drone ship is gone. He may have teleported that out of there. I could only imagine that he may have very well teleported that. Here it is. It's over here. Or he just doesn't have any refineries, does he? And Drive has not made a move for the expansion yet, which is surprising because Drive, everything here is secure. He can move here. He doesn't have to defend it or anything because Nash doesn't have anything down there. Nash is now making a push over here. And this is how you 2v1 Rex. Pay attention. You don't want to screw your allies hard like he did in that last game. But, Nash is sort of making it work. I mean, Rex doesn't have much to his name. Drive has not capitalized on the freedom at the bottom of the map yet. He's got EMP cores. I mean, he's got all his late game upgrades done. But does he have an army? Nash does not have anything garrisoned in the Redeemer still. I'm not sure if he's realized that's the case. There is, I thought that was a mastermind then, but it's just a group of shock troopers. Avatars making their way across the map. Most of the Tibia has been kept dry. He still has some of Masterleaf's harvesters, but that's the last of the Zocom tech. A couple of Predator tanks, I guess, are sitting around the place here. MCV on the... Look at all the Awakened squad, that obviously from sold off buildings or destroyed buildings, but these are just EMP blasts that he can use. He's even just going to pop down an Obelisk of Light. He's actually going to need some anti-infantry here, and surprisingly, these Awaken actually might come in handy now. EMP's his own Obelisk, and here comes the double shredder drop, and that will end a lot of these disintegrators. They won't be able to withstand that. Shayning goes off. Drive has a Redeemer there. How did that get there? I'm not even sure how it got there, but it's there. Nash again, he's suffering a bit from having no garrisons. EMP Blast should go off from Drive. He will get the EMP Blast. Couple of Scorpion tanks, no upgrades on the Scorpions, although they can only get Dozer Blade being Mock. But Nash will lose. I mean, he lost it. He lost his Redeemer. What's happening down here? Beam Cannon's trying to take out the MCV, but there's a lot of charged particles. There's a lot of avatars here now. He might be okay. Armageddon Bomber coming in as well. He's gonna Vapor Bomb that. If that's not destroyed, the Vapor Bomb should be sufficient. EMP is now coming down. He's starting to EMP it. He's actually going to turn and face those tripods. He will get it. He'll destroy it. He tried to move it. I'm not sure if he tried to teleport. And Nash has so many stealth tanks here. He's got so many stealth tanks here. He's just shooting everything, just destroying the refineries. There's nothing to stop them. Those beam cannons are still alive, which is insane. And this force here now will just push through. And look at that. Drive has been defeated. Rex will get the Redeemer. The Redeemer is stealth. It will get a crush off. He is trying to retreat back, but it is still firing its flame weapons. And from the rear armor, that's going to be the end of that. Rex is now solo. Barracks comes down. Is going to start recovering both the tripods, and he's going to recover the avatars. This whole base is pretty much gone now. Stealth tanks even starting to take out tripods just because they can. And Nash has pushed through, and I think he's broken Rex. Rex now really doesn't have anything to his name to defend against this. As soon as the stealth tower goes down, this base is pretty much history. Big sell-off. This could be the fire sale. This could be the end of the game. It is going to be the end of the game, so he's going to sell out fully. Just remember, if you're teaming with Rex, he doesn't quit, he sells out, so that's something to keep in mind. But Nash showing everyone how a 2v1 is done in that situation. Masterleaf, pretty unfortunate to lose the MCV. He should have repaired it up more. You always got to make sure it's okay to move across that before sending it out there. And then that push would have been really deadly. But look at that. Nash had so much money. He was able to fund himself in that game. So once again, Team Nash will take another victory there. A very unlikely victory, but he gets it nonetheless. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed those games. My name's Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel. I'll bring you all some video commentary as soon as possible.